haven't vlogged, like talked to the camera, spoke to you guys since the day that I went into labor, actually. And I don't know what it's been, I guess now 10 weeks. So we are slowly getting into some kind of groove. The thing about babies and being a new mom is that as soon as you kind of get into one groove, then they change. They go through a leap or milestone, or they learn something new, and then your day is like totally different. But it's been really fun and really interesting going through that, and really nice just getting to see him like grow and change and learn all the things. And I'm just really loving getting to do that every day. But I know that I skipped a lot in those 10 weeks. So while I'm doing this, let's run it back and I will give you guys kind of like a little recap of what life has been like for the last 10 weeks. Baby B is here. He's happy. He done peed the bed. Girl, we already started the day off on a crazy note, but I'm gonna give you a little glimpse into what my life looks like since becoming a mom. I feel like time has absolutely flown by since I gave birth, and like it won't stop. Like seriously, time just goes by so fast now. By the end of the day, I'm like, wait, what even happened today? It's weird how the day can feel both so full, but also so monotonous and repetitive at the same time. And don't get me wrong, I do love it, but I truly think nothing can prepare you for how your day-to-day life will shift once you become a parent. I was aware of the larger adjustments, or like the greater concept of parenting overall and how that would impact me, but nothing really prepares you for the shift in daily life. It's like trial by fire. From the moment that you bring your baby home from the hospital, you're just thrown right into it, figuring shit out, rolling with the punches, surviving the best you can, plus also having to take care of a tiny human that has literally no skills of their own. Like completely and totally blank slate. You got to teach them how to sleep, how to eat, literally how to stay alive. It is so wild to think about. So yeah, it has been an adjustment for sure. So much of our day-to-day now is consumed with taking care of him that sometimes I wonder what I used to do all day, especially now that I still have so many things to do on top of taking care of him. I'm like, what was I doing with all that extra time? You foolish girl, you had it so good and you didn't even know it. But I actually just learned about this concept called Parkinson's Law, which I feel like really kind of applies here. It's work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. So if you give yourself a whole week to get something done, it'll take you all week because you'll just chip away at it little by little. Or honestly, more often than not, what I do is just wait until the last minute to do it. But if you give yourself a day to get something done, you'll figure out how to make it happen in a day. And I feel like obviously that depends on what the task is and what else you have going on that day. But like, I get what the concept is saying. So now that I'm somehow doing all of the mom duties, plus having to do work and general life stuff, I'm really just wondering, what was I spending all that extra time on before I was a mom? Like, how was I still not getting everything done when truly I had nothing but time and scrolling? It turns out it is that damn phone. The phone is the issue. So 4 was actually 10 weeks old when I was filming this, and now somehow by the time I've gotten around to recording this message, he's already 4 months. Like, how? Again, where does the time go? I have been sitting on this video for too long, and I have so much more to share with y'all. Like, it's time for me to lock in. We're getting into the holidays soon. I've already been working on projects. I mean, y'all already seen one of them. I've already uploaded the videos all out of order. This was supposed to be my first video back, but you know how it goes. Life be lifing. So that's kind of the journey that I'm on right now, is finding time for certain things like working or making sure I get my morning pump in, eating enough calories throughout the day to keep my supply up, working out, trying to actually get ready for the day so I don't feel like I just rolled out of bed for another Groundhog's Day. And if I can't find the time, I guess I just have to make the time some way, somehow. But anyway, that's how life has been over here. It's an adjustment, but I love it. It's low-key like a puzzle, except you don't have a reference picture. So you're just trying to fit different pieces together, seeing what works. But as you go, the picture keeps changing. And as soon as you thought you knew what the puzzle was turning out to be, you find out it's a totally different picture and you need a different piece. And I've never done a puzzle like this before. Hopefully you get what I mean. It's fun and it's challenging and it's fulfilling all at the same time. I love it. It's hard not to love it when you get to look at this sweet face every day.
Hi. Did you have a good nap? Yeah, you did. You had good dreams? Yay! Are you ready to eat? Yeah, I bet you are. You ready for a new diaper? And then we'll eat? That sounds good, huh?
I feel like no one really warned you about breastfeeding, so let me give you the lowdown right quick. Breastfeeding is the most unnatural, natural thing that you'll ever do. And by that, I mean, if you've never done it before, there is definitely a learning curve. You would think that you just plop your boob, can I say boob on here? You would think that you just plop your shit into their mouth and they automatically know what to do, right? Wrong-o. That natural instinct to suck is there, but they don't really know exactly what to do. And their mouths are just so teeny tiny at first, especially compared to my boobs, which were bigger than Four's whole body at one point. It was wild. But we have been really lucky in that our breastfeeding journey has been pretty much smooth sailing since the beginning. We can have a whole long conversation about breastfeeding later on, but I really am glad that it's going well for us.
And I'm back in my chair. I spend majority of my day in this chair, and I have for the last 2 months. So if there is anything that I can recommend that you buy for postpartum, new mom, new baby life, it is a comfortable chair. This one, I had to go through hell and back to get from Pottery Barn, but it was 100% worth it because this chair is so comfortable, and like I said, I spend so much time in it. Yeah, you got it. Got it. Good job. What? Yeah. You're hungry again.
What's not currently going well is nap time. Child, that's a whole nother thing that no one tells you about. Babies can't put themselves to sleep. They get overtired if you keep them up too long, and they actually have a recommended amount of time that they should be awake between naps so that they don't get too fussy. And like, who knew? I've always seen people with their baby, like when the baby starts to get fussy and they're like, oh, must be nap time. You're getting sleepy, huh? And I figured that they were just kind of like guessing at what was bothering the baby, or like they learned the different cries. And yes, that totally is a thing. We have definitely learned the different cries that Four has. So we know he sounds different when he's hungry versus when he just wants to be held versus when he's ready for a nap. But that app that I told y'all about a while back, like a few vlogs ago while I was still pregnant, Huckleberry, you use it to track all the things, and that has changed our life. To be fair, we have been using it since day one, so I don't actually know what life would be like without it in this stage, but it has been so helpful for tracking his wake windows and his nap times, when he last ate, which bush he last drank out of, because it's just a lot to have to keep in your head all day. 5 naps, 8 to 12 feeds on repeat every single day. I remember some other mom tried to say that I wasn't cut out to be a mom if I was going to rely on an app to help me keep track of all the baby things. And I was like, damn, I haven't even popped the baby out yet, and you already out here trying to mom shame me. Like, that is crazy. But girl, let me tell you, get the damn app, save your sanity, use the tools that are available to you, duh. If you don't want to use an app to track it and you want to do it the old-fashioned way and write things down, more power to you, but Couldn't be me. I love that for you though. Ira is still on paternity leave, so we get to spend the majority of the day together, and that has been so nice. 16 weeks of family bonding, learning how to be parents together, sharing the load. Like, this is exactly the postpartum experience that I prayed for. I have also been lucky enough to not really have had any of the crazy, like, hormonal ups and downs that like affect you mentally that usually come with postpartum. So like didn't really have to deal with baby blues or sundown scaries. So we're actually heading into my favorite part of the day. Evenings are great because we can just chill before we get into our bedtime routine, and then after that I'm free. Okay. No, but seriously, I am free for a few hours at least.
But you can bet before we're through. Heed my every order, and you might survive. I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
Bedtime is an absolute must for me because I cannot be in mom mode 24/7. I just can't. I'm sorry. Mama needs a break. Moms that don't have a set bedtime and just let their kids go to sleep whenever, how and why? Ain't you tired? By 7 p.m., I feel like I've lived a million lives throughout the day. Something about having to be on 24/7, doing everything that Four needs, everything that I need, everything the house needs, everything work needs. Like at a certain point, my brain is just ready to shut it down. And that point is 7 p.m., or rather, just after my final performance of the day. Honestly, if one day my life flashes before my eyes in the end, I want this sweet moment to be one of the memories that I get to see. Rocking my baby to sleep, being the last thing that he sees before he closes his eyes for the night. The peace and the calm that is bedtime, I just love this feeling. My back hurts because my core is still so damn weak, but I love this feeling. And just like that, my day is mostly done. This has been a pretty long day, as they all are. It was a good day, but it was a long day. I thought I'd get tired of doing the same things day in and day out, but so far, actually no. Four is learning so many new things each day. It's amazing to get to watch him experience the world. And of course, some days are a little rougher than others. This one was pretty chill though, and for that, I'm definitely grateful. And speaking of grateful, before this day is over, I do really want to say thank you for being here. Although sometimes I treat YouTube like the redheaded stepchild of my platforms, it is actually my favorite. I really love being able to share and connect with you guys in a longer format. It's so much more chill and cozy, less like, I don't know, frantic than how short form content feels sometimes. So I really just wanted to say thank you for watching. Thank you for following along and supporting my channel. When I started content creation 5 years ago, I really did it like just for funsies. We were building our first home, and I wanted to share that journey and the knowledge that I had from my job as a custom home designer. And then after we moved into that home, I started sharing my DIY projects, and even more of you followed along and became known as the homies. And I realized that I could actually make a career out of this. So from that moment on, I worked my ass off to turn this into a full-time job with the number one goal in mind of being able to stay home with our kids one day. So to be living out that dream that I worked so hard for, I wished for it, I prayed for it, and now it's actually a reality. And that is partially because of you. Again, thank you so much. Without you, my days would look a lot different.
That is a wrap on today. Honestly, I went into today, like when I planned today's vlog. Also, hopefully you guys can hear me okay, because I'm trying to be quiet since 4 is literally sleeping right there. When I planned out today's vlog, I had like certain things that I wanted to talk about in this vlog at different parts. So I was like, oh, during the first nap, I'll talk about how my like labor and delivery kind of went and how the last couple months have been. And then during the second nap, I'll talk about like how motherhood has been so far. Hopefully we accomplish that, because I know today, right now, I didn't talk about shit. I think one of the most, like the lesson that I learned today is, number one, I cannot film these vlogs for YouTube and Instagram at the same time. I learned that lesson at about 10 a.m. this morning. There's just, even though I have a double tripod, it's just too much trying to worry about 2 phones and 1 baby and myself. So that's just not gonna happen. So you'll never see repeat content from me, because if I'm gonna post this vlog on YouTube, I'm going to have to vlog a different day to post on Instagram. And then the second thing that I learned is that it's actually very difficult to do the things, document the things, and try to talk about something, usually something else at the same time. So this is going to be kind of my first foray into voiceover vlogs. So let me know in the comments how you guys liked this vlog. I'm kind of excited to see how it all comes together after it's edited and everything, because like I said, I've never done a vlog like this before. But yeah, I think doing the audio separately than the video portion might be like where it's at moving forward, at least until I kind of like get the hang of vlogging and momming at the same time. But all that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed spending today with us. It was really nice to get back in the groove of things a little bit and share 4 with you guys, because he is just such a light and a joy in my day every single day. So hopefully he brought you guys some joy today. And yeah, I'm looking forward to figuring out how to do this. You know, I didn't really have very many expectations going in, so I'd say that today was a good day. I got through the whole day and remembered for the most part to record everything. So yeah, I'm gonna call that a win. And I don't know what time it is because I'm recording on my phone. And I don't have my other phone in here right now. It's already on the charger, but I think it's like 10:30. It's whatever time it says right here. So it is bedtime. I do try to be in bed by 10 o'clock so that when he wakes up, normally between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., I have gotten like, you know, a good stretch of sleep before I have to wake up. So we're running just a little bit behind schedule, which makes sense because we've been running kind of a little bit behind schedule all day, but it's whatever. It's more of a routine, less of a schedule. I don't like try to stick to anything except the bedtime. I do try to stick to, you know, an on-time bedtime routine, but we'll do better tomorrow. That's literally become my mantra these days is we'll do better tomorrow. So I do think that today was a great day though. Every day is pretty much a great day and I love that. I love hanging out with him. He's so, being a mom is fun. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep before my baby needs to eat again. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.